Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploit. This is Dr. Ayoshola Ogundele. The new space era, government as an indispensable agent, patron and anchor tenant, regulator, space policymaker, and standardizer. In the evolving domain of the legacy space, also known as the new space, government is an indispensable agent who facilitated its birth, created an enabling environment for its operations, facilitated its initial takeoff and sponsorship, and continuous inroad into a sector that was once exclusive to the government space agencies. Through various initiatives and regulations, government helped to shape the landscape of space exploration. Today, new space made possible through government regulations is one of the contributors to the increase in the global space. According to the Satellite Industry Association, in 2024, the global space economy was $415 billion, with rocket launching accounting for $9.3 billion, satellite manufacturing accounting for $20 billion, space sustainability accounting for $350 million, satellite services accounting for $108.3 billion, ground equipment accounting for $155.3 billion, and non-satellite industry accounting for $122 billion. All these are in part due to various regulations made by government that help in the evolution of the new space. Some of the indispensable roles of government in the new space era are setting of national space goals and strategic directions, funding and investment, patron and anchor tenant, regulation and policy, safety and sustainability promotion, national security, fostering of innovation and collaboration, and international cooperation. Through government, space policies, national priorities in space. For example, national security and defense, economic development, scientific advancements, and exploration are established. Governments are the primary funders and customers of new space activities. Governments create and enforce legal and regulatory frameworks governing space activities, ensuring safety, sustainability, and responsible behavior in space. Current trends of the government-industry relationships are as follows. NASA shifted from being solely a developer to becoming a facilitator and customer of commercial space services. For example, Commercial Crew Cargo Program. SpaceX is providing cost-effective launch services and developing reusable rocket technology, which are benefiting both commercial space and NASA's exploration goals. And Blue Origin is involved in the Artemis program, designing lunar landers and demonstrating the power of public-private collaboration. The focus points are as follows. Government indispensable function in the new space era, government-industry partnership, national space laws and pronouncement that significantly impacted space exploration, and new space and old space products. Government indispensable functions in the new space era. The new space era is ushering in a new period of economic models characterized with agile ideology and innovation. In the evolution of the new space, government is playing an incredible role, leading to space commercialization and increasing involvement of private sectors. At this concept of in-situ resource utilization is shown in this picture. Reasons why government remains indispensable are as follows. National security. Governments continue to prioritize key advancements and national security objectives in space. Public safety. Governments are responsible for regulating space activities to ensure public safety. Long-term vision and funding. Governments provide the strategic direction, regulatory frameworks, and initial funding for ambitious space exploration goals, such as lunar bases and Mars missions. International Space Station is shown in this picture. Risk tolerance. Only governments have the necessary risk tolerance to undertake large-scale, potentially uncertain ventures into space. Space traffic management and debris mitigation. Governments are responsible for ensuring the safe and sustainable use of outer space, including addressing concerns about orbital debris and managing space traffic. Multiplanetary orbital concept is shown in this picture. Facilitator and enabler. Governments are transitioning from being the primary developer and operator of space access to facilitating commercialization and enabling private sector involvement. Patron of research and development. Governments are supporting advanced space research in both the public and private sectors. Anchor tenant or faith buyer. Government agencies can act as a crucial allied customer, providing a predictable market for new space goods and services. Artist's illustration of circular economy in space is shown in this picture. Regulator. Governments play a vital role in regulating space activities to ensure public safety, national security, and adherence to international obligations. Strategic investor. Governments can strategically invest in areas that align with their national security objectives, leveraging the competitive landscape of the new space industry. Illustration of a pressurized rover on Mars is shown in this picture. Government-industry partnership. Promoting international collaboration and diplomacy in space is crucial for addressing global challenges and ensuring long-term sustainability of space activities. This involves negotiating treaties, establishing partnerships, sharing data and expertise, and working together on joint missions. Public-private partnerships stimulate technological breakthroughs, with government fostering basic research and providing seed funding, while private companies develop, refine, and commercialize the technologies. Artist concept illustrating gateway station is shown in this picture. Examples of government-industry partnerships are NASA's Commercial Crew Program. NASA partners with companies such as SpaceX in order to transport astronauts to the International Space Station. It has also partnered with Blue Origin to develop lunar landers and other crucial technologies for future human missions to the moon. Commercial Lunar Payload Services Program. NASA collaborates with private companies to deliver payloads to the moon. Earth observation. NASA partners with companies such as Planet Labs and Massa Technologies for Earth observing satellite operations. International Space Station National Lab. This partnership opens up space station research to a diverse range of researchers. Illustration of SpaceX Starship crew mission to the moon is shown in this picture. National space laws and pronouncements that significantly impacted space exploration. Space-related activities. National space policy is crucial for guiding a nation's space-related activities, ensuring strategic alignment across various sectors, and fostering both national security and economic prosperity. Set out the nation's commitment to leading in the responsible and constructive use of space. National space policy provides a framework for national security, economic prosperity, international leadership and cooperation, scientific discovery and exploration, and benefits to humanity. Artist's concept of in-situ resource utilization is shown in this picture. National Aeronautic and Space Act of 1958 created the National Aeronautic and Space Administration as a civilian agency responsible for non-military space activities. President John Kennedy pronouncement. President John Kennedy's 1961 challenge to land a man on the moon before the decade energized the U.S. space efforts. The moon landing of 1969. This legislative and political foundation, coupled with the national drive to achieve the moon landing, culminated in the successful Apollo 11 mission on July 20, 1969. As Neil Armstrong later reflected, the journey began in the halls of Congress. Graphical representation of the challenges associated with longer and farther from Earth space mission is shown in this picture. Other space-related activities that show the impact of national space laws are as follows. Commercial Space Launch Act of 1984 empowered U.S. Department of Transportation to oversee commercial spaceflight. It is vital for the growth of the commercial space sector and the new space companies such as SpaceX. U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act of 2015 granted U.S. companies the right to mine and extract resources from asteroids, explored interest in space resource utilization, and foster private exploration initiatives, leading to breakthroughs in asteroid mining and space economic development. National Defense Authorization of 2020 established the Space Force. Space Industry Act of 2018 provides a comprehensive framework for regulating space activities, including licensing, safety, and liability in the UK. Space recycling concept is shown in this picture. NewSpace and Earth-space products. The Earth-space products are Sputnik 1, the first artificial Earth satellite launched by the Soviet Union into an elliptical low Earth orbit on October 4, 1957. Sputnik 1 external radio antennas. Sputnik 1 used its 4 external radio antennas to broadcast radio pulses to the Earth for 3 weeks before its 3 silver zinc batteries became depleted. Aerodynamic drag caused Sputnik 1 to fall back into the atmosphere on January 4, 1958. The picture here illustrates the deployment of Sputnik 1, and in this picture, we have Sputnik 1 in orbit. President John Kennedy's speech to Congress. On May 25, 1961, President Kennedy addressed the United States Congress on urgent national needs and declared, "I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade, 1960s, is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth, for all of us must work to put him there." Apollo 11 was a spaceflight conducted from July 16 to 24, 1969 by the United States and launched by NASA. It marked the first time that humans landed on the moon. The picture here illustrates President Kennedy and launching of Apollo 11. Also, the Apollo 11 lunar landing mission crew, Neil Armstrong, Commander, Michael Collins, Command Module Pilot, and Edwin Aldrin, Lunar Module Pilot. Also, Lunar Module Pilot Edwin Aldrin picture taken by the Apollo 11 Commander Neil Armstrong during their 2-hour moonwalk is shown in this picture. NewSpace products are as follows. SpaceX Starship is a 2-stage fully reusable super heavy lift launch vehicle under development. It is designed for both Earth orbit and lunar and material missions. SpaceX Mechashila is the launch tower at Starbase, equipped with 2 large mechanical arms referred to as chopsticks, designed to carry the super heavy booster of the Starship rocket as it returns from a launch. Launch of SpaceX reusable Starship is shown in this picture. SpaceX Mechashila is illustrated in this animation. SpaceX Starlink is a satellite internet constellation operated by Starlink Services, an international telecommunications provider that is a wholly owned subsidiary of SpaceX. The picture here illustrates SpaceX's new generation Starlink satellite deployment. In this picture, we have the SpaceX Starlink satellite constellation. Other NewSpace products are Blue Origin New Shepard suborbital, which is a fully reusable suborbital rocket system designed for space tourism and scientific research. The New Glenn is a heavy-lift orbital launch vehicle designed for both commercial and national security space missions. It has features of a reusable first stage. The pictures here illustrate Blue Origin New Shepard suborbital flight, Blue Origin suborbiter in microgravity, and Blue Origin New Glenn and animation depicting how New Glenn would deploy a constellation. For more information, contact Astronautic for Export. You've been watching and listening to the NewSpace Era, Government as an Indispensable Agent, Patron and Anchor Tenant, Regulator, Space Policymaker and Standardizer by Dr. Ayeshola Ogundele, with the focus point, Government Indispensable Functions in the NewSpace Era, Government-Industry Partnership, National Space Laws and Pronouncements that significantly impacted space exploration, and NewSpace and NewsSpace products. Thank you.